Hello. How are you? Oh my God, it's like Boston threw up on me today. Look at that. Red Sox, Patriots, getting ready for tomorrow's Anger Diary, which I mean, you're watching this, it's today's Anger Diary, so, whatever. You're going behind the scenes. All right, I'm going to start it right now. It is called Too Much or Not Enough. Let's do it. Dear Diary, the world is filled with too much. Dear Diary, the world is filled with too much or not enough. It's either way more than you need or not nearly enough. And yes, we could get into a bigger picture argument about things like wealth distribution and how the super rich don't need all the money, and how the super rich don't need all the money they have, while other people are totally broke. But we're not gonna do that. You know me, Diary. I prefer to complain small. Tiny little annoying things that I like to make a big deal about. And you know what? I think it's okay to do that because these tiny little things could easily be fixed. So I think it's worth throwing a big old hissy fit about them in hopes that something will actually get done. I'm never gonna fix the uneven wealth distribution of the world, but windshield wipers? That one might be possible to pull off. Here's what I'm talking about. Over the weekend, it started to rain while I was driving, so I had to use my windshield wipers. I put them on the first continuous setting, but that one was just not quite enough to keep up with the rain. So I have to click it up to the next setting, the only other setting available on my car. And that one is way too wild and crazy and whipping all over the place. Way too wild and crazy and wiping all over the place. Now I look like a fool, barreling down the highway in a relatively normal rainstorm, but I look like I'm driving through a hurricane trying to escape to higher ground. Why is there no middle setting? Why is it too much or not enough? In your house, if you have a ceiling fan, that fan has 3 settings. Setting number 1, barely moving at all, to the point that you're not even sure if you remembered to turn it on. Setting number 2, spinning around a little bit, but just not quite as... Setting number 2, spinning around a little bit, but just not quite as much airflow as you would like. And setting number 3, whipping around so hard it's like it's going to come loose and fly off the ceiling and scalp you with its blades of death. Why is it always too much or not enough? This should be an easy fix. Medium, people. Medium. Moving on, Diary. I think we can all agree. Life is too short to be wasting your time on silly things, right? So when I see them at the store, I think to myself, who on this planet actually wants to buy and eat a thin-cut steak? When you have the option of enjoying a nice, thick, juicy ribeye, seared to perfection on the outside and perfectly cooked on the inside, why in the world would you instead choose some sad little thin slice of the same steak that you can practically read through? If you try to cook that thing correctly on the outside, it's going to be shoe leather on the inside. And if you try to have it be correct on the inside, it's going to be an ugly gray little slab on the outside. There is simply no time that's the right time for this. And furthermore, that cow died for us. The least we can do is respect his sacrifice and cut him into wonderful cuts of thick steak instead of flappy little gray wings of sadness. Come on! Till next time, Diary, I say goodbye. There you go. AngerDiary.com to get them all. See you next time. Bye.